Alright, apologies for the sniffling. My nose is a little rough. Yeah, what did you do to it? Did you lose it again? Dogen took it. Uh-oh. That's not good. Dogen is not a nice man. Oh, what a good girl Hibari is. You're getting too attached to her. Yeah, especially when one of their team members are in here. Why are you taking this so lightheartedly? Yeah, that kind of complacency is what Homura doesn't like. Yep, and she's the one getting really close to Hibari. It's not the same thing, so therefore I'm allowed to do this. Oh, there we go. She's confident that she's still strong enough. Love. Over the moon for each other. Love. I think Haruka's the only one that feels that way. Hibari's like very whatever. I won't hamper my skills one bit, says you. There we go. We fighting. Just like that. You really don't have to say a whole lot to convince Homura to fight. You know, even in like a friendly little spat, she'll take you on, whether it's serious or not. All right. So this is why we're gonna be playing as Homura, so that we can prove that she is getting a little soft, so that we can defeat her. All right, let's do it. I will never say no to listening to her theme song. You see, the bad thing about playing against Haruka is that she has her little teleportation thing. I really wish that the abilities that the AI has, I could use too, like super easily. Oh, there's a secret document here, so I can't forget that. Let's go get that first. First and foremost. I know I'm gonna be wasting all of my health. Ow. Okay. She just keeps countering all of my stuff. There we go. We gotta be relentless. And by relentless, I mean we gotta counter at exactly the right moment. That's usually the key to battle against all of these fights. It's just knowing when to guard. There we go. For example. Yeah, just pay attention to the little warnings on the floor and surrounding the character. Whenever you see that. Oh. Yeah, sometimes you might, you know, do it a little bit too soon or a little bit too late, and it'll affect you, but, yeah, you gotta do it at exactly the right moment to counter it. That's the only time where it counts. Alright, but here we go. Transformation, which means that she's back at full health. Oh boy. Yeah, when you're like in the edges of the room. Yeah, if you're there like in that little edge, the camera's gonna go crazy. And the force field counts as a wall, so, you know, you're not gonna be able to go through it. There we go. You're dizzy, which means I can take advantage of that opportunity. Take advantage of you and just keep barrel raving you. Okay, you know what? I guess I'll transform too, man. Whatever. We can both be naked together. Tenchi! Ooh, baby. Beautiful. That white hair doesn't look too bad, honestly. Yeah, teleport all you want. Teleport all you want. Me getting rid of all of my clothing is just making my body lighter, which means I'm more agile. I can move everywhere. It's like when Goku takes away his training wristbands. Chua, 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 chua. Boom! Yeah, I don't think there's any clothes tearing with any of our current outfits. Alright, it may not be too frequent, but I'm landing some hits. Oh yeah, no, all of that All of that taunting is gonna bite you in the ass. Maybe that is what you want. You're probably into that. Whoop! There we go. Just wipe off all that pink. Somebody that should be taking battle seriously shouldn't be wearing all pink. You should be wearing some darks and edgy and cool. Like me, who wears white to contrast the tan. Ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta. Or black, just lots and lots of black. Seems like you need... you need a lesson? Oh god, no. It is I who has been dizzied. Okay. I am going to die. This will decide it. Well, actually, no, I don't think so. As long as I keep dashing backwards. There we go. Ba 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 ba. Feisty one? You bet. Really? Alright, cinch. Pshow. Beautiful. You see, you're not ready. Homura's been training, but Haruka hasn't. She's just been playing around with Hibari. Playing games. Not even a challenge. Cool. Alright. Haruka's gonna be like, oh, maybe I am getting a little too soft.
Haruka.
Oh, there we go. She's complimenting her instead. You're strong as ever. What, is it gonna be a butt? Wow, drop the BFF fact? Damn. No friends allowed if you want to get stronger. I wouldn't call that a loss, why? Who's tough talking? Oh, they know. And she's gonna be like, oh man, what if you're friends with that Asuka girl? Come on, don't act like you don't know. What? Fucking making friends with the enemy? Says who? Oh, just in general? Just because one person hurt you doesn't mean that everybody will. Yeah, there we go. Go ahead and disagree. I wonder who doesn't get it. I mean, you can give context to why you don't trust people, but that doesn't mean that nobody should trust people. If friends aren't allowed, there shouldn't be an elite group of people that, you know, ally with each other, you know? I don't know, you're saying like, what? Making friends? Like, what the fuck? When, you know, that's a little hypocritical because you have this group of 5 people that are working together, you know, for a common cause, you know? Takaki might be with side games. Might be. Alright, that's fine. I'm not gonna assume anything until, you know, the interview comes out. The Experimentor is waving. Hello, Experimentor. How you doing? You're from the Twitch chat. Congratulations, you are a very, very rare breed. God damn. You are one out of the very, very, very little and small amount of people that actually visit me on Twitch. Most of the people that come by are from YouTube. Heard of any news about the producer of this game, Kenichiro Takaki? Oh yeah, that he's leaving Marvelous, yeah. Probably off to greener pastures. The interview. Yeah, I'm gonna wait on it. Lol, with a Total Biscuit laughing. Aw, man, Total Biscuit. I think about him and I get sad. I miss that guy already. Monkey Shinobi's abilities. Okay, let's move on to the next mission. There really isn't a whole lot left for me to say, you know, just that lesson, you know, that little thing of like, you know, is it wrong? If you really want to be powerful and merciless and, you know, superior above all, does having friends, you know, really kind of get in the way of that? Does it affect it? You know, just because one person doesn't want to have friends doesn't mean that no one else is allowed to, right? That's basically what Haruka is pushing back on. Is like, I really like that about Haruka, you know, she doesn't let herself get pushed around by anybody, you know? If she disagrees, she'll tell Homura, you know? She's like, fuck it. She's not like, oh, she doesn't let herself be like, well, if you say so. No. Haruka says it like it is for her, and she says, you know what, no, I disagree, I don't think that's true. You can have friends. I'm not even asking for your fucking permission. I have friends. Fuck it. Fuck you. You know? I love that. I love that about Haruka. Alright, let's move on. Okay. I love that we open up with this image. Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to another Burst Renewal episode. We're opening up with things going a little rough. So you know, Homura is kind of against you know, the Hebijo girls kind of making friends with the opposing team, with the Hanzo girls. She doesn't like that, and both Yomi and Haruka are disagreeing. Hibari, as you can see, she's not really fitting in too well with the Hebijo girls. Mirai just kind of... Now, she's the one bullying Hibari, and Hikage just kind of doesn't want to hear anything of it. She's just, like, covering up her ears, saying, I just want to have a nap. And Rin, she's just kind of embarrassed. As, you know, these are my students. And Dogen is just here being like, this is your team. They're at each other's throats. The deep voice of the student man echoes to the shinobi room, yeah. He is a tall man, solidly built. His name is Dogen. He's one of Hebijo's biggest investors. All a question. I thought she was only talking to Rin. I glanced around at the others, but they look away. As Dogen sees that no answers are coming, his expression grows severe. Though Hebijo's investors are many and varied, most of the money comes from big business. When they need to resolve, you know, EA, he's funding all this. When they need to resolve business matters through unofficial channels, they often make use of the Hebijo alumni. On rare occasions, Dogen himself will work with the evil shinobi in training. So he does shinobi shit too. His investments alone, apparently from his own personal finances, rival those of the big corporations. Who is he, and what is he planning? His presence makes us all uncomfortable, but he is a valued sponsor, so there's no room to complain. Since no one else is answering, he picks me. Yeah, just watch, dude. Can you not see with your eyes, with your peepers? The team is split into two groups on opposite sides of the ninja room. One group consists of myself, Hibari, and Yomi. Hasan and Rigbo is saying, where did you hear that? Hear what? The other consists of Homura, Hikage, and Mirai. One school of thought that values friendship in spite of being shinobi. One school of thought that prizes the acquisition of power over all else. Somewhere along the lines, we split right down the middle. Master Suzune stands between the two groups, grim-faced and arms folded. I don't think she's particularly thrilled to have to mediate this disagreement. Yeah, exactly. She's so angry, she has her bra sticking out, showing out and everything. My heart aches. I hope I'd never see this amongst my own friends. Hey man, when you're with a group of evil shinobi, you think that this would be, you know, a thing that you could predict. Of course, he's just looking at this from the outside perspective. He doesn't care. You know, to them, all these girls are just replaceable. They're disposable. It's like, you know, whoever's weakest will die, and the person that wins will decide what happens. Homura grins at Dogen's proposal. Of course, Homura falls for it. Sleeping with the enemy? We can all be friends. Newbie? It's 3 versus 3, huh? The moment Hibari begins to speak, Mirai snaps at her. Damn. I'll shred you? Dogen watches their argument with a keen eye. Master Suzune gives a disappointed sigh. Hibari and Yomi look expectantly at me. It looks like I've got the deciding vote. Might makes right, winner takes all. How very appropriate for Hebijo. But I can't bring myself to simply go along with this. Yeah, I just kicked the shit out of my own friends. For one, what does it mean to be appropriate for Hebijo? Circumstances with Hibari have made me rethink my relationship with the school in general. Our goal is to become evil shinobi. The work of an evil shinobi is unglamorous to say the least, and it demands the very pinnacle of mental and physical conditioning. That's it. An evil shinobi must be strong in body and mind and just follow orders, basically. They're literally just pawns for someone else to do the dirty work for them. In which case, what Homura is saying is... What? Out of my continued silence, Master Suzune speaks up instead. There we go, the eldest mature person actually getting called called out by the teacher to actually have a good, mature discussion. Let the other people, you know, have it out. Lol, the story? Hell yeah, the story. Yeah, everybody get out of here. The adults are speaking. At her request, everyone else silently shuffles out of the room. There we go. That's how you know that somebody has power. You know, Rin, she just says, please leave. You know, not even raising her voice or anything, and everybody leaves. For Hibari, yeah, her cheeks are still getting extended. Dogen looks as though he's about to protest, but Master Suzune pays him no mind. When the others have left, Master Suzune folds her arms and looks at me quizzically.
Haruka, 変わったな。ひばりが来てから。いや、3年生になった頃からか。
Really? This is beyond Hibari. Since you became since you became a third-year student, you've been becoming significantly less evil. Becoming nicer. Your heart has grown 3 sizes since you became a third-year student. What's up? I find myself unable to reply, and she gives me a thin-lipped smile.
昔のお前だったら、私の教えた力で解決したはずだ。
Yeah, the old you would have probably just beaten the shit out of everybody and just solved your problems that way. I'll let out a laugh in spite of myself. Flashback time? She means the very first power she taught me. Just before I was admitted to Heavy Joe. When I thought of killing my parents. Oh, okay. Sure. I grew up in a wealthy doctor's family. We lived in a bona fide mansion, the envy of all of my little school friends. But if they'd known what took place inside that house, they wouldn't have envied me at all. My parents were human garbage. Fuck. Damn. My mother's very identity revolved around doting on me, just like how you dote on Hibari all the time, like mother like daughter, I guess. Anything I wanted, she bought for me. Anywhere I went, she came along as well. Every waking moment I had, she smothered under a mountain of lessons. She had a particularly morbid fascination with clothes. She'd buy them by the truckload and dress me up like her own little living doll. We had a huge dressing room, or as I considered it, a torture chamber. Mother would always dress me and say, "How cute! It's exactly what you do!" Or, "How beautiful." I could never refuse her directions. It was like being under a spell. Father, on the other hand, was rarely home. Even as a child, yeah, if you wanna, you know, fuck up your child, just have no dad. Or no mom. You know, just, if one of the parents, are gone, you know, you're already gonna struggle. Even as a child, I knew he was having an affair. Affairs, plural! Because of that, Mother directed all of her feelings at me. Oh man, so the fucking dad was a pimp. Mother may have been mad, but Father was the one who drove her to it. Father was a world-renowned physician, but beneath his sterling reputation was a shocking amount of malpractice, all papered over with hush money. Fuck. So he was corrupt, a corrupt doctor? To make matters worse, that money came from multiple counts of tax evasion. Oh boy. Why can't people just do their fucking taxes? So yes, I think human garbage is an accurate description. Damn. I can only tolerate so much from either of them. Sometime in middle school, I finally exploded inside. It was late one night, a rare night when both of them were actually home. Somehow I found myself standing on the front steps, and one hand was a lighter and the other a can of kerosene. Holy shit, and where the fuck did you get that, little girl? I remember thinking, I'm gonna burn it all and end this. Holy fuck. Once it's all over, I can be free. With an utterly calm expression, I began pouring out the kerosene. Ugh. I remember, like, they show this in the anime. Well, like, she was attempting to do this. And then I flickered the lighter, and that's when it happened. For some reason, I think there's some movie that has some story like that, but I can't remember what it was. I'm sure. You know, everything has already been done. The lighter disappeared from my hand. Oh my god, it's Rin. I'm not fond of children playing with fire. Oh boy, well, I'm glad that you're not. Confused, I turned around to see a woman in a red parka standing behind me. Red parka? She held my lighter in her hand. When had she managed to take it? Oh? She turned her back and walked away, her long hair fluttering in the wind. I saw no other choice but to follow her in silence. Oh? When we approached a nearby park, she tossed the lighter back to me. I fumbled it with my hands, then caught it.
学校で教師をしている。
A teacher. That was a bit disappointing. Teachers don't get involved in household problems. Teachers only live in schools. That's where they exist. When they try to go outside the school, they vanish. Outside of television shows, they're good for nothing but empty platitudes. How do you know that?
それでどうする？
She looks at me with ice in her eyes, not a look one would expect from just a teacher.
どうするって。やっぱり家を燃やすか。両親を殺して嫌な家を燃やせば、お前の心は救われるのか？
Yeah, there we go. That's a really good question. Do you think that that's gonna just make all of your problems go away? Her words caught me off guard. You see, this is an evil shinobi saying this. She's like, huh, do you really want to kill this person? Killing them, burning the house down, it wouldn't make me feel better at all. Even if my parents were to vanish, it wouldn't break the chain around my heart. In the end, all I'd be left with... Oh god, okay. We have a $10 donation from Zambonifex saying, I was hoping to make 2 other $5 donations, but I need to leave now. Lewdness awaits me. I'll leave y'all with the best AMV for the best game ever made. Okay, goodbye. Alright, if you guys are in the YouTube chat, you guys can go ahead and look at that AMV. I'm not gonna look at it now. I can't even look at it even if I wanted to, because it's a, you know, it's an AMV, so copyright and shit. And on top of that, I'm looking at the chat on a totally different computer, so I can't capture it even if I wanted to, so, yeah. Thank you very much, Zambonifex. See you later. Bye. In the end, all I'd be left with would be guilt. I'd be in worse shape than ever. Yeah, then, you know, you killing your own parents would just haunt you forever. But what was I supposed to do then? Run away? How else was I going to get away? After a moment's consideration, I saw there was only one possible outcome, miserable as it was. To accept the impossible. To admit that I couldn't escape. Not from my parents, not from that house. Nothing I did would get me out of that hell. I realized I'd been crying. My cheeks, my collar, everything was soaked in tears. I finally managed to stop crying. Without a word, Master Susan had pulled out a handkerchief.
私なら救うことができる。
Oh?
お前が両親を操ればいい。
Take control. Oh my god, the puppetry. I stared at her in naked confusion, then I took the handkerchief. So Rin taught her puppetry. A few months later, father turned himself into the police, confessing both his tax evasion and his medical malpractice. Speaking of which, heard of streaming restriction on FEL. I have no idea what FEL is. All thanks to Master Suzune and her lessons in the art of puppet mastery, manipulation, but on a much deeper level. He lost most of his fortune, and I knew his mistress would follow soon enough. All of the woman that she was fucking, he was fucking. My mother's case was not so cut and dry. With father out of the picture, I wondered if she might be happier, if we might be happier as a family. I decided to give her another chance. Loathsome as she'd been, she was still my mother after all. Since I had no other school in mind, I decided to enroll in Heavy Joe. Obviously, my parents couldn't know, and upon enrolling, I decided to leave the house. Getting into Heavy Joe was easy. Since I had already learned the rather difficult part of puppet mastery, I was quite advanced for a new student. Fate Stella Link. Really? You can't stream it? Nah, I never heard of it. I asked for a review code for it, and they emailed me saying that they couldn't give me one. So yeah, that was the last time I heard about that game. From Marvelous. All thanks to Master Susan and his rigorous coaching. Even if there are streaming restrictions, I sincerely doubt that would stop anybody from streaming it. She'd freed my heart and allowed me to move ahead on my new path. I'm truly grateful to her. Master Suzune is my dear mentor. You have a history.
それでどうする?
Just, you know, use your puppetry to, like, control people to just have the problem fix itself? Can't after day 5 or somewhere? I don't know what you're talking about. What day 5? You're probably talking to specifics about the game. Maybe like some like you can't stream after a certain chapter. That's usually how it is when there's streaming restrictions. It's like don't stream beyond the introductory stuff in the game. Because we want to protect people from spoilers. Because as you know, every single Let's Play begins by, like, you know, kidnapping somebody and then taping them to a chair and forcing them to watch spoilers. Videos can be caught in content ID. I'm not interested in talking about that right now. That's just par for the course. Master Suzune stands facing me in the ninja room, still awaiting my response.
仮にホムラちゃんたちを操れたとしてもそれで解決だとは思いませんし
Yeah, I wouldn't resolve anything if you took control of him. Spoilers for sure. Yeah, that's how it goes. I mean, that's whether I heard about it or not. I already know how that fucking song and dance goes. It's it happens so much now.
どうして
Now, why is that? Why wouldn't you use the puppetry to just resolve all of your problems? Well, probably because she legitimately respects and loves her friends. She doesn't want to manipulate them.
それは対抗戦で戦えば
Oh. I mean, I was gonna say talking and discourse and understanding each other's differences, you know, but I guess we can kick the shit out of each other as well, you know. Her mouth twists at my words. She wears a cool smile, just like the one she flashed at me when we first met.
成長したな
You've matured. You solve your issue. You are incapable of resolving your shit with words, and you brutalize your fucking friends to reach an understanding. Wow, you're so mature. I'm not gonna control their minds. I'm just gonna kick the shit out of them. Hi, Haseo. Master Suzune claps me. I die. Claps me on the shoulder and leaves the room. Puppetry is a devilishly easy problem solver, and the old me abused it left and right. But even when I did take control of my target's emotions, the results were always at least a bit off from what I hoped for in my heart. To truly resolve a conflict, opponents have to clash and thereby reach an understanding. Alright. We can't have a video game if you just talk it out, I guess. I can never reach that point with my parents, but my fellow elites can surely meet me halfway. We should be able to understand each other, absolutely. That's why I will give this battle my all. Homura Hikage Mirai, I'll fight you with my very heart. Please accept it. I think Hikage just doesn't give a shit. You know, even she is technically kind of sort of friends with Katsuragi. You know, Hikage's just kind of like, sure. She probably got dragged into it along with Homura and Mirai. Ooh, a song. My revenge will be sweet indeed. Great. Yeah, they're having a rematch, I guess. How's everyone doing? I couldn't get on earlier since I was watching a movie with the family. That's fine. You're showing up rather late. The vast majority of the people that are usually here are gone. At least I don't really see a lot of people talking, so I'm assuming they all just skedaddled out of here. Even Zambonifex was donating some stuff. He left already. We have one other person on Twitch, so that's good. More Twitch people, the better. And for me, a lot of Twitch people is one. The dress-ups? Oh yeah, I after every chapter I dress them all up. There's no you and me right now, we're just opponents? Oh, come on, really? You're distancing yourself right now? Yeah, I disagree too, don't be like that. Yeah, there we go, that's what Nakama are for. Alright, leader of the Hebijo Girls Elite Group, we don't need support. Sure, if that was true, you'd be doing all this shit on your own and you wouldn't need any of us. There would be no Hebijo Group, if what you're saying is true. Yeah, there we go. Now I'm gonna be Haruka and I'm gonna beat Homura's ass. One moment. Have your squad fight alongside you. Oh, we're gonna beat up some people and then a boss fight at the end? Is it really true that you can't touch the girls as opposed to what you used to be able to? On the PS4 version, you cannot. I'm playing this game on Steam right now, which does have it. The skins, though, impressive. This is a one-on-one. Fuck you. Fuck your arbitrary rules. Yeah, if we're doing this one-on-one, that kind of defeats the purpose. One-on mob fight would be a slaughter. Yeah. It's not a mob. I may seem like one person, but we're a whole group inside my kokoro. The color of the skins, the tan. That's the word that you're looking for. Yeah, for sure. You were doubting my power before, and now you're gonna get it. Boing. It's your funeral? Nah, I don't think so. I think I'm gonna treat you like my laundry when I dry it out of the water, like leave you out to hang, you know? Dry you up. Sure, you're talking big right now, but you'll see. You'll see. Haruka ain't no fucking easy girl. My friends are my I don't need the Keyblade. My friends are my power. What doesn't kill me? What doesn't kill me allows me to defeat Homura. Oh god, it all got really red all of a sudden. You can't show me a nicely colored place and then show me the red darkness of Hebijo. Alright, here we go. Alright, we're kicking some ass here. Struggle all you can. That'll only make it more satisfying when I eventually win. I'm so proud of you. You managed to withstand my attacks for a full minute as opposed to the 30 seconds that it usually takes for me to kill you. There we go. Block. Timing those blocks. Very important. There we go. Counter that shit successfully. I'm so proud. Whoop. There we go. Send one guy flying just to aerial rape someone else. Now that's multitasking. I am officially level 12. Keep struggling. 200 hit combo. Baby. Chop. Now the Josuke one. It's part 5 right now. We're on that Giorno Golden Wind kind of stuff now, so I should be doing the Giorno stand cry. The stand barrage. Ah, you broke my combo, bruh. Notice that there's a hell of a lot of red in this game. Yup, there is. Because Hebijo. Wondered why. Am I make some people puke out of it? What do I mean puke? I don't know what you're talking about. That's just symbolic of the evilness of the crimson darkness that that Hebijo's got going for them. That's not that there's no fucking like safety things of like, oh, it might make people vomit. No, it's not like that. At least if it's OLED screen, probably it'd help mitigate the burn-in. You are talking about a lot of shit that I personally don't give a flying fuck about, so I never thought about that, ever. Like, cause like, no, I just think it's just symbolic of the faction that they're in. As opposed to, it'll help mitigate the OLED burn-in of the motion sickness. I'm like, what? Okay, I guess that too. Sorry if I sound like an asshole, but like, you know, that's just something that I never thought about because that's not the point of it at all. Zwa! Alright, we're on 300 already. I had to learn countering in this game. Dude, this game is perfect for practicing countering. I use blue light filter for my own phone. You do? I mean, not everyone's eyes are the same. Some people get headaches just from regular ass fucking light. So, I can kind of understand. I don't know, it's maybe because I was raised as a little kid with like video games and TV and like all of these electronics surrounding me all the time. That maybe like my eyes are made of steel and I'm just not affected by that shit anymore. But there are some people that like, they just stare at their phone for 5 seconds and they already want to fucking vomit. So like, they gotta have like a billion fucking little like Instagram filters for their phone so that, you know, they don't fucking puke all over their phone. Maybe that's what you were thinking about when you saw the red, but, no. That's not what that is, you know? It's not what you think it is. It just looks cool. I do kind of have motion sickness for games like Warframe. Really? Warframe? Such a chilled out, kind of slow game like Warframe? I mean, that game can get fast, but I'm still, like, at the very start of Warframe. I haven't even unlocked all the different facilities in Warframe on my ship, because you know, I play it on Switch sometimes, and I'm barely, like, fucking level 4, I think. So, I really haven't gotten... I mean, there is motion blur in that game. There's a lot of motion blur. But that has never really given me motion sickness at all. It's just kind of annoying because I can't really see things all that clearly. But Warframe is fun. It's kind of whatever, but it's fun. Yokuma! You bastard, I won't forgive you. It's weird how the translation in English doesn't include or like totally misrepresents some of the things that they say during the transformation. That's odd. Arigato. Alright, boop. Maybe it's the blur. Yeah, I would think if you have motion sickness, it's probably the motion blur as opposed to the color. Because I don't get motion sickness from that, but it does get annoying. Can you avoid this? Hey, come on, robot. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna do the same thing too. I'm gonna transform as well. Tanching! Behold my beauty. Alright, pink bikini, bring it! Now that's authority. Hold on, my phone is going off. What now? What day is it today? Holy shit, March 28th. Oh fuck, I got invited to something on the 28th and I totally forgot about it. The only thing that gives me motion sickness is VR, and only certain games. I very, very rarely get motion sickness in VR. I love VR. I've gotten used to it so much that, like, it doesn't do anything to me now. There are some games that do still affect me, but it's like 1 out of every, like, 50. You're not fast enough. You can't do nothing. You're not fast enough. I'm not done with you. Here we go. Boy. Alright. I just fucking punched the shit out of you. There's nothing left. Do you even still have a face? Here we go. And I'm away. I did not stop punching the shit out of her for that whole time. I'm totally fine with that. The only thing that yeah, anything that used to give me motion sickness really doesn't anymore. I mean, I just kind of get used to it. VR, for the most part. Alright. Homura, how you like that? How you like them pink bikini apples? Yeah. If I had a nickel for every single time you say that. Hold on, I'm not here to kill you. Chill out. A few games probably? Yeah. I'm really glad that I have, you know, started VR from since a long time, because No Man's Sky is in VR now. Well, it's gonna be VR pretty soon, and so I feel like all of the VR games that I've played will allow me to have a really good time with that, you know, because I feel like the ultimate challenge for VR is if you can get on a spaceship and play VR games in space, that's it. Like, nothing will do you in. Never had a VR stuff before? You should do it, it's fun. PlayStation VR has a lot of games on it, it's really fun. Right. Don't get ahead of yourself. I'm done. We fought, you lost, come on. We have made our points. Borderlands 2 really affected me after a while, but I can play Beat Saber for hours. Yeah, exactly. All of the you know, the movement, all of the Wii Sports kind of stuff is always really fun. I do like VR though, so I don't want to stop. I enjoy it. Yeah, you know, there are a lot of games that, you know, have settings that can help you, you know, acclimate to it. Borderlands 2 is fun, but yeah, there are many moments where the frame rate is a little bit... When you try to look down the scope in Borderlands 2, the frame rate is like fucking less than 10 FPS, so you see that, and then like everything else is at a regular frame rate, so it like fucks you up, and like, yeah. And the turning is a little weird. I haven't even owned consoles. Oh, you don't even have consoles. I mean, if you have a PC, you can get a mixed reality headset. That's what I have. And that works with everything. It's like I'm Luffy and you're Katakuri. You're better than me in every way. And somehow I beat your ass.
てあるのね。
Yeah, but not everybody's like Homura.
いや、
Yeah, I mean, Homura just fought Haruka. Haruka had to fight her entire squad plus Homura, so she did that all by herself. Weeb visual novel bundle and humble is interesting, but I'm broke. I mean, aren't those humble bundles just like name your price? Can't you just like fucking pay $1 and get at least a good portion out of all those things?
私が押されたのは事実だ。仲間の存在で精神力が増すのは確からしい。
Having friends can definitely make you stronger inside. Yeah.
はるかの言葉は一理ある。
Yeah, I mean, what Haruka means about having everybody with me inside my heart, that's why I'm not fighting alone. It's that she finds strength in having something to fight for, you know, finding that purpose that gives her the determination and the drive to keep going as opposed to just power because power, you know?
だったらこうしない？強さも大事。仲間も大事。
Yeah, how about the two of them are not mutually exclusive?
両方大事ってことで。そうだな。それでいい。
That works. She's like, well, I guess I'll accommodate.
よかった。それじゃ、これで仲直りね。
Let's put all the unpleasantness behind us. What about all the other girls? Alright, so that's the two of them, but what about everyone else? There we go, I got the 2 dots. Aw, got a D. I'm gonna have to redo all of these at some point so that I can get the D. Clanet is like 15 and Sunrider 10. You do you, man. Look, if there's a sale one time, there'll be a sale again. So, don't worry about it. There we go, we have the ultimate for Haruka. Oh, so this is like the part of the chapter where like everybody gets their turn to fight and we all have our ultimates. Rabbit Shinobi's ability, Doctor confesses, then recants. Okay. And solitude and friendship. Internal conflict of Hebijo, deepening rivalry. They make it sound so serious, but you look at the actual picture and it's actually kind of funny. Alright, let's go back to the ninja room. Let's get ourselves a little breather here. And see if the room has actually changed at all.